All right, let's be brutally honest for a second. People like to talk about the meaning of life, the pursuit of happiness, chasing dreams, finding purpose. But if you peel back all the fancy words and philosophies, one ugly truth keeps staring us in the face. The point of everything is to get laid. Yeah, I said it. Ever feel like you're not entirely in control? Like some ancient invisible force is pulling the strings? Well, you're not wrong. It's the unseen puppet master of our DNA, and it has one single-minded goal. It's the same silent directive that tells an ant to serve its queen and a blue whale to sing its lonely song across the ocean. The mission? Pass on the genes. That's the entire game. Take the peacock. That magnificent, absurdly impractical tail isn't just for show. It's a giant, shimmering billboard that screams, "Hey, look at me. I'm so healthy and strong that I can afford to drag this massive, predator-attracting burden around and still not get eaten." It's the ultimate evolutionary flex, a costly signal of genetic quality. The peons see that and think, yep, his kids won't be losers. And it's not just animals. Flowers? They're the original masters of advertising. Their vibrant colors and intoxicating scents are meticulously crafted marketing campaigns. They're not just pretty, they're screaming free high-energy drinks here to every bee and hummingbird in the neighborhood. The pollinator gets a meal and the flower gets its pollen chauffeured to the next flower over. A perfect transactional relationship. And then there's us. We think we're so sophisticated, but are we? Why do we climb the corporate ladder or strive to create a masterpiece? Why do we post our highlight reels on Instagram? It's the same peacock principle, just with a LinkedIn profile. We're signaling resources, intelligence, and creativity. That comic nailing a set, that CEO closing a deal. Deep down, it's all a mating display. We're all just trying to prove we're a worthy genetic investment. So let's be brutally honest. Your biological programming doesn't actually care about your personal fulfillment or your quest for the perfect sourdough starter. Those are just the complex, beautiful strategies our big brains develop to play the game. At its core, evolution is a cold, dispassionate accountant. It only tallies one thing. Did your DNA cross the finish line into the next generation? Everything else, from Shakespeare's sonnets to your latest TikTok, is just elaborate window dressing on that universal quest. Harsh, but true. Let's be honest. On a deep primal level, we humans are just sophisticated animals driven to reproduce. But we're sneaky about it. We don't just puff out our chests or do a weird mating dance. Instead, we wrap our mating drive in layers of culture, ambition, and intellectual justification. We tell ourselves we're pursuing the finer things, but our ancient lizard brain is just running a clever marketing campaign to find a partner. Why do we buy luxury cars? You might say you appreciate the engineering or the leather, but what you're really buying is a billboard that screams, "I am a successful provider. I have resources." It's a modern, high-speed version of a peacock fanning its tail. It's a costly signal, proving you have so much to spare, you can burn it on something that just gets you from A to B, only shinier. And the hours at the gym, we say it's for health, and that's a nice bonus. But the real driver is the biological imperative to look like a healthy, fertile mate. Symmetrical muscles and a low body fat percentage aren't just aesthetic goals, they're ancient signals of good genes and discipline. Every gym selfie is a carefully curated advertisement for your genetic stock, broadcast to potential mates. Why chase fame? It's a strategy to climb the social hierarchy, making you a top choice. Even art and literature are tangled in this web. Creativity is a potent attractor, signaling a brilliant mind. Half of history's masterpieces were basically elaborate mating calls. Shakespeare wasn't just writing sonnets for fun, he was spitting the most eloquent 16th century game imaginable, proving his wit was sharper than any rival's sword. And let's be real, modern life hasn't changed that much. Dating apps, high-tech mating markets, Instagram thirst traps, same old strategy, just with filters. Even people who say they're not interested in relationships, they still crave validation rooted in that primal drive. So when you boil it down, most of what we do, whether consciously or not, is about making ourselves more appealing to potential partners. We're still cavemen, just with Wi-Fi. So yeah, people will tell you the point of life is happiness, growth, legacy, whatever. But behind all that, biology whispers the same old command: reproduce, get laid, pass on the genes. It's the ultimate biological imperative, and the trick is how masterfully we disguise it. That relentless career grind? It's a modern-day display of resource-gathering prowess screaming, "I can provide." That carefully curated social media feed? It's a digital peacock tail, signaling your health and status to potential mates. We've turned the raw business of natural selection into a sophisticated game of social chess, where we've gotten so good at the performance, we forget what game we're really playing. But here's the beautiful human twist. Knowing the rules doesn't mean you're a slave to them. Our complex brains give us the unique ability to see the puppet strings and choose to dance our own way. We can find profound meaning in connections that have nothing to do with procreation, building legacies of ideas, not just DNA. So that's my hot take. Is this a cynical oversimplification or a liberating truth? Do you see this evolutionary game playing out on your dating apps or in your career goals? Or are you just here because you're hoping this video gives you a cheat code to, complete the mission? Drop your thoughts below.